Hey folks, Deano here again, this time with part 2 of my Vegeta 24,000 power level review. This will be the comparisons, head swaps, and in this case, fixes for this guy. Because, as you all know, as I have said in the previous video as well, this guy is decent, but infuriating at the same time. So yeah, what we have here is, this is the reissue of the Super Vegeta, which they tried to pass off as an Android Saga Vegeta, but gave him the wrong coloured boot tips, even though they then went on to use the right coloured boot tips for this guy. So yeah, I think Tamashii honestly forgets they have certain parts at their disposal. But yeah, from left to right, we have this piece, which isn't the Air Dokkan thing, nor is it the Dragon Stars piece, or even the Demoniacal Fit piece, because that's not out yet. But I thought, for those of us who don't want to pay 20 quid for either the Dragon Stars or Air Dokkan's version, I would try to recreate it myself. This is from a bootleg, a Scouter Vegeta 1.0. All I did was take his tail, cut off the peg that goes in to his backside, and then proceed to, well, first off, cut the top so that the hinge opening is no longer visible, and then basically just super glue the 3 armor pieces to the tail. And yeah, I am curious to see how this works. I've not put it on him yet. Obviously the colours won't match perfectly because it's a 1.0 and it's shading and such. But this is just proof of concept to see if it works. So yeah, we also have the Kong Studios Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta head sculpt. This is back when Kong's faces or heads kind of looked terrible, not gonna lie. But yeah, it's here in case you have it. This is the Tonson Art Toys base form Vegeta head. We will be trying to put all of these on the Vegeta head because, spoilers, the neck peg is the exact same. This is the old school Super Vegeta head. I do have obviously the updated one, but not on hand. It's currently in a pose, and I have no intention of taking it off display. Just for fun, this is the Demoniacal Fit eating head that came with their Majin Vegeta release. This is basically here because it's close enough to the Scouter 2.0 that if it fits on this body, then you can swap them out for whatever reason. And finally, the Possessed Horse / Demoniacal Fit base form head, which is basically the the superhero Vegeta head, which I do also have on display, but I did bring the swap out head just to see. I have a feeling this isn't going to work well at all, because while the face print tech is okay on this guy, the skin tone suffers from the same issue as Goku from the superhero line, and that it's dead pale. So yeah, but we will see how it looks. I'll add him to the pile right there. So yeah, first things first, let's get all of these out the way. Apologies, headphone users. And proceed to demolish this figure, because I've already customized this Vegeta. This is currently my base form Vegeta on display, but I want these shoulders. These shoulders are from Trunks. In fact, I'm pretty sure the entire arm is from Trunks, because the only difference with the Trunks release, the Armored Trunks release, is that his legs are longer. So yeah, let's pop these out to the socket. Come on. Oh boy. that's tight. Bear with me, folks. There we go. They came off. I just needed to put a little bit more force into them. So you can see the shoulders have been updated for the new Vegeta at least. Not that they help much. But yeah, let's put him off to the side like so. These ones should come off a lot easier. Yeah, that's a lot better. Because obviously they have been redesigned to do so. So yeah, just a quick pinch and they pop out just fine. So let's see. Obviously the colour tone is ever so slightly different. It shows up a lot more obviously under harsh lighting, but you could probably just get away with doing this. Come on. There we go. It is a 3.0 style, like, shoulder section, so yeah. And yeah, already that is far better. Like, you can put that all the way up and then pop the armor piece over it. And yeah, there's a lot more clearance in there. Absolutely far better. And then we just do the same here. Because of these new, like, 3.0 style shoulders, it does like to move it out the way a little. And there we go. Put that over the top of it. Come on, you can do it. I believe in you, Vegeta. Not many would. But yeah, there you go. That is already far better. Like, he no longer looks like an absolute troll, and I have no reason. Like, I have honestly no idea. Sorry, why Tamashii didn't just go with these shoulders. Like, these shoulders, I think, were originally Trunks' shoulders, but they ended up using them for the Scouter 2.0 Vegeta. Like, there's absolutely no reason for them to have not used it on this release. That looks so much better. Like, honestly, it really is. In fact, I'm just going to shove the Scouter Vegeta arms onto this just to prove that you can just straight up swap them and you can leave it as that. Bear with me 2 seconds. And just like that, the arms are on there. So the ball joint itself is the same size by the looks of it. That worked really well. Obviously, I am showing you doing this on a 2.0 Vegeta. That won't work because the 2.0 Vegeta has the same stupid puffy shoulders as this release. So what you're wanting is a spare 2.0 Trunks. Or if you can get a hold of them, the Datong 1.0 Vegeta bodies, you'd be able to swap the shoulders on them rather easily. Just like this guy. You can do it, but obviously you need to get some hot water and stuff to soften up the joints and get them all to pop in. But yeah, this guy is already looking better. Let's try my little trick here. So that just opens up like so, really easily. Pop that on. Let's sort of position it a bit better, and kind of works. If I can find a way to keep it lower down on the waist. Obviously, the difference in waist size, this is never popping together in a million years. But if you can play about with it, you can futz it to where that'll work. Also, the colours aren't really that off. Like, that looks really good. And I pretty much saved money in doing so, because I had a Scouter Vegeta lying about bootleg. Obviously, I'll be getting the Demoniacal Fit one. The Kaioken Goku that comes with basically this, which that is £10 dearer than the version Air is selling, but at the same time you get a figure with that, So yeah, I'll be going with that over Erdogan's version. Erdogan, that's that is the name of a leaker for Dokkan Battle. Just air. Sorry. I don't know how many times I've said that in this video. I apologise anyway. Yeah, works decently enough. Let's say pop some heads off. And we shall see how this works. There we go. So yeah, first things first. Let's try popping this on this body. That pops on really easy actually. Quite happy with that. Obviously I have the Tonson Art Toys version, so this is just to show you how this looks. There we go, get that ear in. Popped in, there we go. So yeah, that kind of looks like an early Android Saga Vegeta. That looks quite good. I like that. Let's leave him like that in the background. So yeah, you can do that if for whatever reason you don't have any base form Vegeta heads, and it looks quite accurate. So yeah, let's begin, shall we? Let's start off with the Demoniacal Fit base form head. See if this will pop on. Come on. It's popping on, but I'm noticing a bit of an issue with the neck. Yeah, the new neck is quite long. Oh, there we go. Did that work? That worked. So yeah, I'm immediately seeing the scale is kind of off. Because obviously the new design is more accurate to early anime, so obviously it'll look a bit off with the standard looking figures. So yeah, that head looks a bit small. Let's just quickly check this. Yeah, skin tones are completely off with that. But at the same time, I don't really think you want to use that head with it. Let's try this funny one. Come on. This peg swivel is a bit on the loose side. That doesn't feel as if it's fitting. Is it just the harder plastic? Yeah, that's not fitting. It might be because of just how not loose they are, but not overly tight these joints are. But yeah, I can't seem to fit that on. You'd be able to do it with some like hot water or a hairdryer. But yeah, that's how that would look on. I'm just sort of hiding the ball peg. Let's hide it forward. Yeah, that'll work better. Yeah, so that's how it looks. I get a feeling I'm just going to have to pretend with this one, which is a bit of a shame. And the Tonson Art Toys one, I can tell you right now, I am going to have an absolute nightmare trying to pop this on, because Tonson's heads tend to be a bit on the hard plasticky side. Yeah, that ain't working. Come on. Nah, that's not working at all. But again, if you hit it up, that is what that would look like, which is pretty decent. There's a slight difference in skin tone. But yeah, you can only do this if you're not willing to use the Scouter, obviously. Just for funsies, if we want to pretend that Vegeta went Super Saiyan on Namek, then we can. This head doesn't seem to want to fit either. Was I wrong? No, that can't be wrong, because that one popped on easily. It's definitely to do with how loose these pegs are. Yeah, I can't get these to fit at all. Last try is the official 2.0 head. Let's see if that pops on. It did, but then it popped back out. Come on. You can do it. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, it looks decent enough, but the thinner neck kind of the thinner neck added to the fact that the neck is quite high up on the body, and that didn't pop in at all. But you get the idea. I'm not going to sit here destroying my fingers trying to show these off properly, but yeah, but it is possible if for whatever reason you want to do it. Just be prepared for a bit of a fight with how easily these joints tend to move. Yeah. Let's quickly show, if I pop these out, yeah, they pop out really nice. Because I forgot to do it in the main review. Let's say try these out. That pops on really easy. Okay. Pop that in like so. Maneuver this. And then we can sort of move these pieces so that the shoulder pads aren't in the way. There we go. That fit really nicely there. There is a specific sort of groove for it. But yeah, that's how they look on the Vegeta body. I'm not holding out much hope though, because as you can see, there is quite a sizable gap with how these fit together. Yeah, those pop on and off relatively easily. I'm quite happy with that. Pop these back in. Come on. There we go. So yeah, even though the crossed arms look good, I prefer to pose my figures most of the time. But yeah, at least they're easy to put on and off. So yeah, that is that back like so. Let's pop these ones off now. There we go. One jump cut later, and he's armless again. So yeah, let's try and pop these in, shall we? Why is this a bit tighter? They were actually quite loose on the Scouter one, the Namek Saga one. Yeah, is that working? Is that actually working? Yeah, these are a tighter fit. I'm not sure why. The peg hole should be the same. Bear with me 2 seconds, folks. There we go. So yeah, you can do it, but because of how flat the shoulders are, like if they're in the position they should be, it looks a bit gappy. So yeah, but probably best to hold out for when they officially do this to hopefully a 3.0 Vegeta. Hopefully after the Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta that we're getting this year, they finally move on to making 3.0s. But yeah, it does work. Just be prepared for it to look a bit off if you don't futz with it a lot. But yeah, guys, end of the day, if there's anything you take away from this part 2, is that please do the shoulder mod. Like, you will thank yourself for it, because at the very least this guy will look so much better because of it. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Why is this one not sitting flush? There we go. So yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Let me know if you're going to attempt this change. Let me know what you think of the figure overall. And until next time, I'll see y'all later.